Whoa. Dude, let's listen to this.
Imagine the first scene.
It's like Satan's apprentice.
It's the Neo Hadouken.
Neo Hadouken. Beautiful. I'm kind of enjoying just watching this. Oh, there you go, guys. There it is.
Yeah, the OSL intro is pretty sweet.
Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Moletrap, and I am coming at you once again here. I've got Matt from Matt and Steve SC on the line here, well actually sitting next to me. We have Frank, aka his account name is Frentos, by the way, on the line as well, and we've got Deja Vu, all kind of mod podged together in this huge, wacky combination of multiple technologies. We got Skype going, we got a speakerphone in the house.
Yeah, baby.
We have a speaker pointed at a microphone right now. It is just insane, but we got it all working. We got all of us in the same place at the same time. We're going to be doing a massive quad. We might do some switching up, I guess, because it could get confusing with all four of us. We're going to do a massive quad commentary of the OSL Finals.
Boom.
Movie versus Flash. And we've already done a little bit of a pregame show, so those of you that are listening live and have been listening to that, we're going to do a little bit of repeating ourselves here and there. But we're just seeing, whoa, what is going on here?
Well,
some glow-in-the-dark paint going on. Wow.
Darth Vader's coming. Darth Vader plays SC now, guys.
You can hear it. He force moves the mouse. Super fast APM, guys.
I think this guy's going to write ever, is what I'm thinking here. Yeah, OGN doesn't mess around. When they have a Star League Finals, they go all out. They go crazy. They do crazy stuff. And I mean, basically, the OSL is the most prestigious StarCraft tournament in the world. I mean, you've got the MSL as well, but it's not given nearly as much credence. So this is basically the big time. This is the main event in the StarCraft world, and I'm looking forward to. You know, we've been kind of ragging on movie a little bit, but at the very least, I just want to say at the very beginning that we are probably going to see some good games, some solid StarCraft.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, I'm already excited right now. My gosh, I mean, I'm pumped here, and I am thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away from this. People waited to get into this event in the bitter cold in sub-zero temperatures. That's something that came from Troy, the white fanboy for our own channel, who actually lives in Korea, and he actually couldn't make it, so he's actually watching this right now and was chatting with me on Skype. But yeah, this stuff is serious, man. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of people. I would love to see this here in America, you guys. I would love to. It gives me almost chills just to think about this. Yeah, think about something like this in the U.S., a foreigner tournament this huge. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to announce the players from I'm assuming here as well, and just exciting all around.
All right, so let's get our sound bites from our guys on the radio here. Deja Vu, what's your sound bite? What are you looking forward to most about this series here?
I am looking forward to seeing what creativity movie comes out. Because you know he's going to come up with something special to try and at least get a win or maybe try and win the series. You know, I'm not giving him. I think a lot of people aren't. Hope, but you never know if you come out with. Maybe, just maybe.
All right, what about you, Frank?
Well, actually, I'm kind of looking forward to the potential that either one of these players is going to do what nobody is actually, I don't think anybody is actually considering at this point. I want to see Movie. I brought this idea up earlier. I want to see Movie out-expand, out-macro, out-micro, out-tech, just completely dominate Flash. At least one game.
At least one game.
Look at him.
I want to see Flash come out with some creative, sick, like, Valkyrie, I don't even, like, some new, like, morphed unit, I don't even care. Like, he's gonna get his SCVs together and form, like, the new Transformer. I don't care. I want to see Flash non-standard, come out and just bust out this creative, sick build and catch movie. I want to see Movie's jaw drop to the floor and be like, holy hell, I did not see that coming. Because he might be able to see a Flash dominating victory in his near future. Sure, but for Flash to come out with Transformers, come on now.
Michael Bay comes on the stage, swears that his movies are good. I mean, come on. I mean, it'll be amazing. No, dude, I agree. I mean, you can see we got the confetti. Flash is standing there right now, and I bet right now Flash doesn't even see the crowd. Flash is sitting there thinking in his mind what he's going to do. Look at him right there. Stone face, looking around, taking a breath. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm going to head to my booth of destruction, to my steel siege tank of glass, where I'm going to destroy my opponent. That is what is on Flash's mind right now. He's getting pumped himself. And here comes Satan to announce movie. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I got to say, movie's signature was lacking there. I'm not going to lie. His autograph. Movie's thinking right now, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm in the OSL Finals, oh my god. No, I'm going to give Movie more credit. He's thinking about how he's going to...
Movie doesn't get the yips.
He's thinking about how he's going to cheese Flash here on Heartbreak Ridge in a second.
What I'm really curious to
head
see...
in shame.
What I'm really curious to see...
I'm going to cheese him. You know I'm going to do it, guys. I'm sorry ahead of time. That's what's on his mind right there.
Wait, what? What did you say?
He said it right now. Movie's thinking, okay, I'm gonna cheese him. We all know it.
Right.
What I'm really curious to see in this series, what really is gonna make or break the series, is what if Movie chokes basically, because in his games against Shine, I know he's capable of solo play, but his games against Shine, it was the big stage, and he didn't play like an A-teamer. You know, he made a lot of mistakes. And if he does any of those mistakes against Flash, Flash is going to turn him a new one very, very easily. So it's basically, that's what it's going to come down to a lot, is I'm really, really curious to see if Movie chokes under the pressure and starts making those mistakes that he was, or if he's going to come into this and just, you know, suck it up and just play as Beth. And that's obviously going to be better viewing experience as well. It's the only chance that he has for taking a game or something like that, is if he plays as top. But, yeah, he really looked very sloppy against Shine. I really, really want to know if he's going to bring out that sloppiness or not.
Right. Now, we do have Troy, who is in Korea right now watching this live. He sent me a message, why did I not go? And I really, I'll be honest, I don't know. I mean, I really hope you didn't not go just because you wanted to hang out with us here. I should point out, we are at like 2,300 people right now viewing, so hello to all of you guys.
Really?
All of you guys, yeah, 2303.
What are those other numbers for?
Well, it screws up and goes between numbers, but the highest number is the actual amount of people that are there. So there are 2,300 people watching right now from all over the world. Flash just says, or I'm sorry, this wasn't Flash. This is, let me just see here. Troy, you got to let me know. Hold on here. Our man Troy is translating via Skype chat right now to try to bring you guys what Flash is saying. So he said there's only one victory left, and Flash then is now talking about his family. Go ahead if you need to say something, Frank.
Oh, I was just going to say, out of those 2,303, whatever you said, viewers that we have, I want to point out that I am at a Team Liquid party, and I want to give a shout-out to the guys upstairs. One of those viewers is on a massive projector screen, and there's a room full of TL guys. Shout-out to you guys up there, and shout-out to everyone out there who's watching right now. This is going to be sweet, and thank it to everyone for tuning in. I didn't expect this much of this huge of a turnout, but, I mean, this is awesome. I'm excited to get this going, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, Flash said that he's talking about how because they always ask him how they got there and everything. So Flash said they came by bus. They're kind of talking about the trip over, which isn't very exciting. They're asking him how he prepared, or how did they prepare for the game. Flash, of course, look at the twitch. You can see the eye twitch, man, without even playing. Flash said that basically he prepared very hard. of course. I'll turn it up a little
It
bit.
could be a sign of Tourette's, actually.
You know,
That's one of the thoughts. Yeah. Go ahead.
wanted to throw something out here just to the storylines. And how, no matter what happens, whichever one of these guys wins, how awesome it is. If Flash wins, it's like validation of everything that he's done. He only has one title, even though he's probably the best, if not one of the top 2 players right now, and has been for a while. And if Movie wins, it's a Royal Roader. That is a phenomenal story that I think a lot of people are ignoring the possibility of.
That's true.
I mean, it's hard for him to beat Flash, of course, and we're not giving him a lot of chances, I don't think. But if he finds a way, this is a Royal Road victory. That is huge.
Yeah, no, you're right. We haven't really been talking about the Royal Roader, and of course, for those that don't know, the Royal Roader is when a player who qualifies for the OSL the first time goes through all the way up the road, so to speak, and wins. And so, if Movie does win this, as Deja Vu said, he will be a Royal Roader, which would be phenomenal. I mean, I've been surprised at how at just his play overall, because I remember when I first came in, I agreed with my brother Steve, who said that he thought Movie was kind of a cheesy noob, and that's kind of how Movie came on the scene. But he certainly has shown himself to be more than that, at least in this series, which has been good. Just to update, Flash was saying that Protoss users don't like this situation because they can't trade as hard as Terran as Zerg, I think is what he's saying. Let me see, they can't trade a hard... I think it's they can't trade as hard against Terran as Zerg is possibly what he was saying. So basically Flash was talking about how, Protoss... almost like an underhanded smack talk against Movie a little bit, how Protosses don't like to be in this kind of situation and having to practice against a Terran. So I'm assuming we're going to switch over. Again, for those wondering who this is Troy. He's an English teacher in Korea. He is from Canada, so there's a shout out to Canada.
Thank you.
And let me see here. Movie is saying that his mind is in perfect condition and he won't be psyched out. Wow. That is ballsy. That is very ballsy. And, he looks all right. I mean, he's got a little smirk on. And he's getting an applause. Or a thunder.
Oh, hey, I just got a PM from WC8. List of Royal Roaders. Gur, Dorinto, Boxer, Nada, Just Light, Anytime Savior, and Jadon for people who want to know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. And just so you know, the crowd was cheering because he's being shy. They're actually cheering because there's the CGN test coach there. They're actually cheering because he's being shy. So I think that's kind of funny. I mean, that's a lot of people out there. So. But anyways, yeah, Troy is the guy. If any of you guys saw the round of 4 OSL game, the last one, the I think it was the Movie versus Shine game. He held up a sign. He waited out and got into the front row for the semifinals and held up a sign for Matt and Steve SC. And totally on his own. We didn't ask him to do it, but he's just a really cool guy. So he's translating this for us. It says Movie's really trying hard to speak up because normally he's shy. So that's what he's saying right now.
They love it, eh? They absolutely love the shy guy. No Mario pun intended.
Yeah. No, they do. I mean, like you'll see, because Zero's also very, very shy as well. And, you'll see Zero kind of do like a mini bow, or there's the one game where he did the little heart on his head. He put his hand on his head to do a little heart, and the girls all scream. I think they really do. You're right. They really do like the shy guys.
I want Firebat Hero to be so good, so badly, because
I know!
I would love to see
God.
his ceremony if he ever won a Star League.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably He'd start by ripping his clothes off, but since it was a Star League
rip
win,
somebody else's clothes
he'd
off?
He'd rip his skin off and run around in his muscles or something. I don't know.
With a jetpack.
He'd get a flamethrower out and take some stim packs and start shooting things. And...
So iMovie basically ended with "I can win," just so you guys know that, and we're getting what Flash said right now over there. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit delayed as far as that. Troy's working hard on translating. So, and for anybody wondering, he is in Seoul, Korea, and Icheon-dong, I guess. Icheon-dong, however you say it, that's where he's located. if there is. Well, I don't see why anybody in Korea would be listening to this since you guys could watch it live. But if there is, hey, I don't know if that's maybe his dad possibly there, because Flash was talking and he was talking about his family earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm over here looking at the chat, waiting for the translation. So. One thing that I hate about this, like this is okay right now. I really like this, and they're getting ready here to finish up. Obviously, I love this guy. Okay, so movie just said again that he's really ready, basically.
Is that movie screaming?
Yeah, it's like a soccer
that's the
announcer
main
screaming.
OGN commentator.
He always does that, man. He always does that, man. I love the OGN commentators.
Oh man.
All right, here we go, guys. They're probably gonna have another commercial break, I'm guessing, and then we're probably gonna see some games.
If they do, you want to cut off the recording and call that intro?
Yeah, I probably will.
Because otherwise, that's gonna be
Absolutely.
long intro for the first game.
Well, I'm glad we have some translation. Just so you guys know, again, we have a lot of people listening. If you haven't heard of John747 on YouTube, you can look up his account, and he tends to always have translations of this. So he will usually post.
Sometimes.
I'm pretty sure that's his plan this time at least. Maybe not, but he generally, for stuff like this, recently he's been doing it a lot more. He'll have a full translation with like annotations and stuff like that. Okay, so we are going to see the commercial break coming on here. One thing I wanted to say, I'll turn down a little bit. One thing I wanted to say is I hate the end of the tournament when they interview both players. Like, I hate that part. It's like the most awkward part.
Like it's anticlimactic.
Well, no, because you have the loser who lost sitting there feeling like crap.
Yeah.
And, I mean, anybody with me on this? Like, I just don't want them to say anything.
You know, you see that in tennis too.
Do they
Like
do
when
that in tennis?
Roger Federer lost Wimbledon to Nadal, and he was just like bawling his eyes out and still had to give an interview.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
By the way, apparently the last thing that movie was saying is he was talking about how he's really ready for the set. So hopefully he's telling the truth and he doesn't have any nerves and he's not getting psyched out and he'll play some good StarCraft here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a view in the booth, so we actually don't have. They're not actually going right away to commercial break, so we do get a view there. A little choppy, but I think it's doable again until we actually get into the game. That's when I'll really worry about that.
Yeah,
Boy,
like
you know, one thing that I always thought was interesting about this is how the players do face the crowds. And I have wondered, is there a way to a certain extent to draw something off the crowds? I mean, is there a
you
way?
can really even see the crowd.
Well, I know they're focused on the screen, obviously, and if they're looking at the crowd, they're not paying attention to what they should be paying attention to. But I always just kind of wonder, like especially they got those big clapping sticks, and if all of a sudden everybody goes, oh yeah, because movie's going for cheese or something, is that going to tip off Flash? Flash has his apple juice tea.
One-way glass.
Oh, is it one-way glass?
Actually, I've
It could be.
heard.
That would be the smart way to do it.
That would be awesome. They're just looking at themselves.
Yeah, actually, you can see right there that it is actually one-way glass. But I've actually heard of. I'm sorry to cut you guys off, but I've actually heard of Flash knowing that there was cheese coming in one game, and he actually did an interview about how he won the game because somebody in the audience tipped him off. And then another thing that I heard was that they actually angle the booths in such a way that you can't actually see the audience. Like, those booths are on, like, a weird angle, or maybe that's just in the Pro League. But,
Yeah, it's
I
probably
believe it is
glare or
one-way
something.
glass, and there has been an incident in the past where Flash actually was tipped off to cheese, and that's how he won the game.
Wow, interesting. So the soundproof headphones just weren't enough. That's very, very... Well, that's good. I'm glad you interrupted. That's fantastic.
We were talking about the other day too about how it used to be that players could actually hear the crowd too, and there was a famous ear hacking incident where a boxer knew that he was walking on the stop lurkers because he heard the crowd going like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" and he like backed off, and so that's one of the reasons why they have so many precautions now for making sure they can't hear anything.
Moltrap and I were talking about the other day how we want them to bring back the old space costumes and dry ice.
Yeah.
And if you guys are fog machines, any of you guys want to have a good laugh, go look back at some of the original Pro StarCraft games. I'm talking like 2000, 99. Those games, they would literally, like, they were dressed like ridiculous, like space pirates, and they had, there would literally be like fog up to the top of the desk almost on the floor. They're just like in a sea of fog, surrounded, and then playing obviously the actual game. You guys noticed they showed the stats up there before. Let me see here. The mainstream. Let me see here. Somebody's asking for the stream. Just 1 second here.
I'm just laughing. Somebody in IRC is saying that movie's gonna Ford pool. I thought that was hilarious. I'm sorry, I gotta throw that out there.
Well, that was like when we were doing the MSL. We were doing the MSL semifinals, and somebody was saying after Cal lost the first game, we're asking what people were predicting, and somebody predicted Cal 3-0. So,
I think that might have been me, actually.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was you, Frank. I think you're right. Yeah, hey, man, everybody has their dreams. So
I can always hope.
You can always hope, absolutely.
I'm still hoping for a Cal 3-0.
Yeah. Even now, the next day, he's like, "No, mommy, come on, we can." It's like when I knew people who, when Titanic came out, they went back and watched Titanic again because they were hoping Jack wouldn't die at the end. I think that's why that movie. Now, I'll be honest, and this is a total aside, but when I watched Titanic, I laughed at that part, and I was with a bunch of friends because, like, she says, "I'll never let go," and then totally lets go of him. And so I laughed, and then everybody got mad at me. But yeah, anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Is everyone shooting at Flash, or am I the only one looking at the booth girls?
Who isn't looking at the booth girls? By the way, Troy's saying that they're just filling time right now. They're not saying anything important in Korean, which is kind of what we're doing right now in English.
Yeah, why don't we pause the recording?
Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and pause the recording and start when they start the game.
So what'd you guys have for breakfast, or is that not important enough?
I didn't eat breakfast.
Oh.
I had a McGriddle to nurse my hangover.
I didn't think they made McGriddles anymore, man. Is that a... Oh, you live up in Oregon, huh? Wait, is that Deja Vu who lives in Oregon? Where do you live, Deja Vu?
No, I'm in Pennsylvania. Oregon is Kenny.
Oh, that's Kenny. Okay, you live in Pennsylvania. I just know they have really cool things in Oregon. Like they have sweet potato French fries, which are like the best thing in the world.
Oh, we got those here too, Canada.
Yeah, like everybody has those, but California, which is kind of lame. So
you have everything else. You have Diggity. Hello.
We do have Diggity. We have Mole Trap, who is sitting right beside me. That sexy beast.
We have your mom.
We have your mom.